So we look at some other studies here. Resilient families practice repair, not avoidance. That means when times are tough, there's forgiveness that reigns. I love that. There's peace in the home. Make an effort to apologize when I hurt someone's feelings in my families. It matters. It builds up resentment when you don't. Take responsibility for the actions. Pray for your members of your family. All of those things. Think about how our behavior affects someone else. The second point is resilient families seek support after hardship. That means after loss. That means they're looking for a group of people to go find some comfort and peace with. These are natural things that flow out of each one of us. And if we don't do it with our church community, we're going to do it with something else or someplace else. And for some people, it turns into a substance. For some people, it turns into unhealthy relationships. But resilient families seek support after trauma. Maybe it's another therapist. Maybe it's just a good friend. And the third aspect of resilient families, they engage beyond the household. And I don't know if you guys can see this clearly up here on the screen, but it says, I regularly give financially to my church. That's at 83% for families that give actively to their church financially. Why does that matter? Because that means you're not in control. That means you have an open hand. That means you say, this is God's, and God has blessed me with this, and I'm going to give it back to God so that He can do something amazing with it. Because when you give out of that heart, it flows into your family and how you treat each other, how you walk with each other, how you get through things. It matters. Those that regularly serve at church, those that regularly attend a small group, and those that lead a small group, man, it matters. This is not some just pie in the sky stuff that says, look, we know that family matters. This is what the Bible says. But Barna backs it up with real life research and data that's happening in families across America today. This stuff matters. Your faith as parents matters. So what makes a good parent? Well, I'm glad you asked this question. What makes a good parent? What makes a good influence for a child in this world? You know, the easiest thing to do, one of the easiest things to do in life is to become a parent. Everyone knows what happens. And when that happens, you have a child. You are now a parent. Congratulations. Whether it was wrong or right, you are now a parent. And so that's how easy that is. And so, you know, a lot of times in life, we're given manuals for things. We're taught how to do certain trades. Or we're taught how to work in a machine, or we're taught a skill or a trade, right? We learn the ropes, and someone walks us through those things. But when it comes to being a parent, I don't know that we were ever given that. The only rule book we were given is what we see before us, how our parents were parents to us. And for some in the room, that may be really bad. For some in the room, that may be really great. For others in the room, you're going, man, part of it was good, part of it was not so good. The good news is for all of us, God's grace is so great that we can start shifting directions now with things. We don't have to stay with what was and what is. We can always do something different. We can choose a different path.